And, of course, Minot, Black Hills State, and Dickinson all going at 3-0.
So the Hard Rockers here on a cool day, lots of sunshine right now, but it's a very cool day. The forecast temperature was up around 27, 28 degrees for this afternoon. We mentioned Black Hills, Minot, and Dickinson State, all 3-0 in the DAC Conference. The School of Mines is in fourth place right now at 2-1. Then you have Jamestown at 1-2, Mayville State, Dakota State, and Valley City State all 0-3. This afternoon's game, you have Minot State 3-0 here at the Hard Rockers 2-1. You have Jamestown at Mayville. Jamestown 1-2. Mayville is 0-3. Valley City State is at Dakota State. Both those teams are 0-3 in league play, so someone is going to pick up their first win there. And then the big game in the DAC Conference today is Dickinson State, the defending conference champions, at 3-0 at Black Hills State to take on the Jackets. They are also 3-0 in conference play. So I guess that's the game of the day, Ryan. And if I was going to look at that game, I think I would take Black Hills State right now.
Yeah, if you had to pick one on there, that would be Black Hills State, just due to the fact that they're NBH. I don't know that those teams come in. They're pretty even offensively and defensively. It should be a great battle. BH had a little bit of problem last week, but they took care of business and got the win. But like you said, I guess the nod would go to the Black Hills team just because they're at home.
So we're going to hear from Dan Kratzer. That's coming up in our pregame report. We'll have a look at the statistical matchup between these two teams as the Hard Rockers get set to take on the Beavers. Kickoff is about 16 minutes away, and you're listening to the Hard Rockers on True Oldies 920 AM, KKLS, and FM, KKLS now at 97.5.
It's not like we're getting drowned out.
No, I mean, but you can
tell. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the other line over there. I mean,
It'd be nice if we get somebody's attention, just ask them if they can hear them on the radio down there.
Basically, I as long as we're talking, it's not bad. I mean, they're going to hear. It's magnified in ours. I got our feet up too, you know.
Sure.
But you can hear it a little bit. The Hard Rockers have a tough task this afternoon. They take on Minot State, tied for first place in the DAC Conference and also ranked number 21 in this week's NAIA poll. And Dan, just to go back and review a bit, last week at Jamestown, our second shootout in a row, but this one went the other way.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. We got a little slow start offensively, and, we had some opportunities early in the game. And, that's the one thing that we're really working on is to try to get the offense in gear and get it going early in the ball game. And, if that would have happened this past week, we would have been in good shape. But, we gave up some big plays in that game, which we hadn't done too much in the past. And consequently, Jamestown is still the same kind of Jamestown football team. They're a talented team, and they played an exceptional game against us.
Dan, talk about how much concern do you have on the defensive side, and specifically the pass defense, because we'd played pretty good defense up to this game, and this one just seemed to get away defensively.
Well, it did, and I think I think we ask our kids to do a little bit more than they're capable of doing, and we're going to get away from too much man coverage and get back to the basics. And again, there'll be occasions where we can man up with people, but those are going to be limited and far in between in the future.
We take on this Minot State team, a team that and a university that has declared their intention to move on to NCAA Division II here in the next few years. They've been a strong program for several years, well, ever since the DAC has been in existence. What makes Minot such a consistent power?
Well, I think there are a couple of things. Their location is pretty close to the Canadian line, and you'd think, well, man, I tell you what, how can you get people to go up and play in that cold weather? But people in the region are adapt to that. That's not a big issue. They have good facilities. They've had a pretty good coaching staff. Pretty consistent. They have had some turnover. Paul's, I think, in maybe his third year there, but all the things are in place, facility-wise and recruiting-wise, and financially, I think, with their scholarship packages and so forth. They have what would attract a high school football player to go on to play college.
When you look at them, too, on the field-wise, it seems like they've always been able to run the ball well. They've had a passing game that complements their running, but this year they have two outstanding running backs who've really done a good job for them.
Well, they will challenge their defense today. There's no doubt about that. And, of course, they've got a big quarterback that's very capable of throwing the ball also. And so, we expect them to mix things up a little bit because they've seen the last two ball games and what people have been able to do throwing the ball against us. So, we're going to have to keep them off balance. We're going to have to stop the running game and obviously not give up the big play this week.
You find as you prepare for opponents with your offensive unit that you find teams really zeroing in on number 4 of the Hard Rockers, Jamie Dale?
Well, you would think that would be the case, and it normally is. But, we feel like we have a lot of other weapons. And, when Jamie's not carrying the ball and, you got Tyler Barth or you got Dustin Rougeau carrying the ball, they've been productive too. Trevor Roberts. So, we don't have to rely on one person anymore, and we can get the ball downfield. And, again, Tony Osmeyer just has done a great job catching the football. And, he had 10 catches last week and actually was playing kind of under the weather. He actually had the flu last week, but still performed well. So, we have a array of targets for our quarterbacks to go to. Baustein, is available when necessary. And so we feel like if we can continue to mix things up and put it in different people's hands, we're going to keep people off balance. But it doesn't go to say that we don't want to get the ball in number 4's hands about 20 times a game.
And that flu has been running through the team. It seems like a lot of Rapid City has been affected by that. But has the worst come through, or are you still kind of plagued by that?
Well, I think the worst is kind of come and gone. A lot of the guys that have had it are not contagious anymore, according to the medical supervisors. So things are looking better. And
injury-wise, we seem to still be avoiding the key injury.
Well, we have, with the exception of the early guys, the 3 or 4 guys that are going to end up being medical redshirts for us, we're staying pretty healthy.
And 2 keys to a win this afternoon. What are 2 things that we're going to have to do?
Well, we're going to have to score some points, number 1, and number 2 is we're going to have to be in a situation where we don't give up a big play against this good Minot team.
Dan Kratzer before the Hard Rockers game here at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium as Minot State is the opponent this afternoon in DAC Conference football. We'll return with more of our pregame show here on True Oldies, KKLS AM 920, FM 97.5.
I don't know why that doesn't work. I'm just so thankful to be on the air. I'm afraid to do anything.
Huh. Well, I tell you what a difference 24 hours makes, huh?
Yeah.
40-mile-an-hour winds.
That's for sure.
As we get set to continue our pregame show, Tom Rudebush along with Ryan Cadwalder, let's look at the two teams statistically, as we look at the DAC Conference statistics this week, we look at scoring offense, where the School of Mines is the number one scoring team in the league through 4 games. They are averaging 37 points per game, and Minot State is third out of the 8-team DAC, averaging 27 points per game. In scoring defense, Minot number 2, giving up 19.6 points per game. The Hard Rockers are number 4, allowing 24.8 points per game. Team offense, we look at the School of Mines, still number 1, 404 yards per game. Minot State is number 3 at 380 yards per game. And in total team defense, the top team is Black Hills State at 229 allowed per game. The Hard Rockers are 6th at 396 yards per game, and Minot State is 3rd, giving up 315 yards per game. So that is the statistical matchup from the teams totally. The key for Minot State is their rushing offense. Their rushing offense is going for 202 yards per game on the season, and that is tops in the DAC Conference. The Hard Rockers have the second-ranked rushing defense in the league, allowing 84.5 yards per game. The School of Mines, we talk about Minot's rushing offense being number 1. The Hard Rocker pass offense, number 1 in the conference, 243 yards per game. So as we talk about the Hard Rockers, it's going to be defense, defense, defense this afternoon, as we have to see improved defensive football to slow this Minot State offense, which is a pretty balanced offense as you look at it. As far as individual players go, Nico Youngren, the fine running back from Minot State, actually leads the conference in rushing with 504 yards. That's because he's played one more game than Jamie Dale, who's played 4 games, 474 yards for Jamie. Jamie actually leads in yards per game at 118.5. Youngren is second at 100.8. And then in passing, Nick Russell leading the league in passing with 232 yards per game. Nick completing 54% of his passes. He has thrown for 7 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. And the quarterback for Minot is John Meyer. He's completing 51% of his passes with 8 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Meyer throwing for 144 yards per game. In receiving, Tony Ostheimer, second now in the conference in receiving for the Hard Rockers, and Tyler Barth coming out of the backfield is third. Ostheimer with 29 catches in 4 games, 384 yards, averaging 13.2 per catch. And then Tyler Barth, 24 receptions in 4 games, averaging 7.8 yards per catch for the School of Mines. Minot's top receiver is Johnny Lester. He's a junior. He's a good one. He's caught 18 balls. He's a deep threat. He averages 19.8 yards per catch on the season, and we've seen him score touchdowns from every point of the field for Minot last year. I think he had a 98-yard touchdown catch for the Beavers. And a couple of other statistics. One of the key areas, again, Ryan, that the Hard Rockers have really upgraded, and I think could be a key in this game, is special teams, and we're talking about the kicking game, where Andy Smith for the Hard Rockers and Colton Jeldon have certainly upgraded the Hard Rocker kicking game.
Yeah, Andy Smith's doing a great job on the season. You know, pretty much money inside the 30-yard line. Got a lot of work last week, unfortunately, because the offense couldn't get the the ball in the end zone. They couldn't finish the drives, which was part of their demise last week, and a big figure in that loss. So yeah, Andy is doing a great job. And special teams, Dustin Menley out for the season on kick returns. But luckily, Tom Lunsman's kind of stepped in there and doing a great job.
And he is. In fact, he's doing such a good job. He leads the DAC in punt returns with a 15.3-yard average on his returns. As we mentioned, just to focus on the Minot State team a little bit, their quarterback, he's been around. He's a senior. He's got good size. He's 6'4", 220 pounds. And he has completed, as we said, 51 passes and 102 attempts, and 8 touchdowns for John Meyer against only 2 interceptions. And they have a good running back two that are very good together. Nico Youngren, 87 carries on the season, 504 yards and a 5.8 average. And Tyson Schatz, 86 carries, 352 yards, and a 4.1 average, and he has scored 1 touchdown. So those two backs have gained almost 900 yards for Minot State on the season. We talked about Johnny Lester. The other man that's a good receiver for him is Lance Hollinger, 12 receptions at 10.9 per catch average and 1 touchdown. So, Ryan, as we look at this game, we have probably a little bit more mature, balanced Minot State team that seems to be able to run and throw the football against a Hard Rocker team that has been struggling defensively.
Yeah, the Hard Rockers are going to have their hands full. They're trying to do something today that it's going to be a tall task. It's an even, Minot comes in with a pretty balanced team. They run the ball well, and John's trying to do something. John Meyer, the quarterback, he's trying to defeat the Hard Rockers for his career, go undefeated against them.
So we're just moments away from the kickoff here at Denham Field at O'Hara Stadium, the Hard Rockers and Minot State. Next week, the Hard Rockers go to Dickinson to take on the Blue Hawks, and our coverage next Saturday from Dickinson starts at 12:40. We'll return with more in just a moment.
I'm sorry, that one was good.
I was trying to think of tandem. That seemed to be the problem.
You got anybody lined up for halftime?
No, we're just going to do stats. And...
Okay. I was going to say, if you want him, I got to sell him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Wharton?
Yeah, we'll just have to call him.
Yeah. If you can do that, that'd be great. That would be good.
We'll go, we can call him at the next break.
Okay. Apparently my dad had no heat. I have one at home sitting there.
I could have gave him my $26 to go buy one.
Jim Aberley's crew is working the game this afternoon here at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium as the Hard Rockers get set to take on Minot State. A couple of other statistics for the Hard Rockers. Let's look at the defensive side of the ball for the School of Mines this year. And the leading tackler is Tommy Lunsman, the free safety, who's come up with 42 tackles now on the season. Tim Lucchini and Everett Brill and Eric Yeash all have 36 tackles. That's combined assisted and unassisted tackles. And then rounding out the top 5 is Dana Mellige at the number 5 spot with 29 tackles. Other players with over 20, Tyrell Anderson with 25 and Josh Sherman with 24 tackles on the year. Everett Brill and Joe Burke, each with 2 sacks to lead the team, which has recorded 7 sacks in 4 games. That's one area, too, that the Hard Rockers want to see a little bit better production out of. And they've come up with 3 interceptions on the season. Nobody has more than 1. As far as fumble recoveries, they have recovered 4 fumbles on the year. And leading there with 2 fumble recoveries, Joe Burke. Joe Burke has really had a good year, intercepting, fumble recoveries, tackles, and he's done a good job on that defensive line.
Well, Tom, we've had the flip of the coin. Looks like the Hard Rockers have won, and they've chosen to receive. Not much wind to deal with today. We were talking a little bit. Looks like it has kicked up a little bit. But what a difference 24 hours makes. Yesterday, gloomy, snow, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Today, nice, bright, sunny day. The winds have picked up a little bit, but not much. Probably shouldn't be too much of a factor this afternoon.
If we just had about 10 more degrees, if it would have been about 38 instead of 28, I think this cold afternoon kept some of the fans at home and hopefully listening here on KKLS. But the Hard Rockers will get the ball first. Marshall Davis and Jamie Dale are going deep off to our left. And Minot State's kicker is getting set to kick the ball. Here's the kick by Nick Levinich. And it's short to Marshall Davis at the 15, comes across the 20, 25, 30, runs into his own teammate at the 35, and comes out to near the 40-yard line. And that was a pretty good return by Marshall Davis as Levinich kicked that ball to the near side, and it was only about 5 yards from the sideline where Marshall Davis fielded it at the 15-yard line. So the ball coming out to the 41, a 26-yard return for Davis. The Hard Rockers out of the shotgun with Russell. Jamie Dale upright to his left, receivers left and right. The play fake to Dale, and Russell's going to be throwing the ball to the right side, incomplete. Nobody really in the area, but he was outside the containment, and Nick got rid of the ball and saved a sack.
Yeah, great fake by Jamie Dale there. He kind of really covered the ball like he was going to do a little draw there to the right side, sucked in the ends. But Russell just hung on to it just for a hair too long, and they caught up to him in the backfield.
Second down 10 for the Hard Rockers, moving left to right here in this first quarter. Two men in the backfield with Russell, who takes the pass, throws it out to the near side to Davis, who makes the catch. And Marshall's driven out of bounds just shy of the 50-yard line. So he is about a yard and a half shy of a first down.
Yeah, Marshall Davis doing a good job. He's actually listed as third on the depth chart for the quarterback position, but he's getting a lot of playing time at receiver just due to some injuries and just overall fact that he's a heck of an athlete that Kratzer wants to get him out on the field, trying to let him make some plays.
Ed Wallachuk and Bernice Berber, two fine receivers, both with injuries that forced him out for this season. On third down, Russell's under pressure, scrambles right, throws over the middle, caught by Ostheimer. Minot State 45, and he's down to the Beaver 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 yards and a Hard Rocker first down.
Yeah, first down there for the Hard Rockers, but actually a good job by Minot, not biting on the fake. There was a little out and go with Beilstein trying to run up the seam, but the Minot defense kind of took that option away and gave the Hard Rockers the first down.
First down, Hard Rockers at the Beaver 44. Snap to Russell. Blitz is on. Nick's going to be sacked. No, he throws it to his right. Incomplete. Incomplete pass, and Nick Russell has done 2 plays here where he has saved sacks, and I think part of that is Nick is about 220 pounds, and he's not as easy to bring down as you would think.
No, the end on the right side there kind of came off free, and really Russell's, if he can't take too many of those hit and kind of hopefully keep stiff arming those guys away. He's got to get that ball out of there quickly.
Second and 10, play fake to Dale, pass off to the left to Ostheimer, tripped up and dropped at the 45-yard line. Hard Rockers missed a block over on the far side that time. Jamie Dale was trying to get a block and couldn't get it, and Ostheimer tackled for a yard loss. Back at the 45-yard line, and the Hard Rockers have third down and 11. 13:46 to play, first quarter, first possession of the game. And the Hard Rockers facing a third and 11 from the Minot State 45. Empty backfield. Russell's out of the shotgun. 4 receivers out, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Snap comes to Russell. Here comes the rush. Hangs in the pocket. Scrambles out to his right. Hit from behind. Escapes. Now throws it. And it is caught at the Minot State 30-yard line for a Hard Rocker first down. That's Jamie Dale on the reception. And what an excellent job by Nick Russell to prolong that play.
Yeah, Nick Russell doing a good job scrambling back there. I hope this isn't what we're going to see all day because he kind of got a nice little break on that one. Broke away free. sucked up those linebackers, kind of like he was going to run with the ball, and then found Jamie Dale just settled back into his zone.
No huddle offense for the Hard Rockers. A fumble. Russell picks it up, comes around the right side, is tackled for a loss back at around the 34-yard line. The exchange between Dale and Russell was not good. The ball went to the turf. Nick picked it up, but was tackled. They're going to rule him down near the 35-yard line. That's a loss of 5 and make it 2nd and 15.
Yeah, Minot State's front four got in there to cause that one, and both Jamie Dale and Nick Russell were looking downfield to see where they were going to run.
So here's Russell out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He's got time. Now he's going to bounce off a would-be tackler. Looking, throwing for Marshall Davis, and he overshot him at the 13-yard line over on the far side of the field.
Marshall Davis on that scramble, kind of a broken play. Minot decided to bring pressure, brought a guy right up the middle, right into Nick Russell's face, and Nick was, again, lucky enough to bounce off and kind of roll that pocket out to the left side and just missed Marshall Davis, overshot him by about a yard.
It looked like Nick was going to be sacked for the 3rd time on this drive, and neither of those times has he gone down. 3rd and 15, Hard Rockers at the Minot State 35. No score, first possession of the game. Here comes the blitz from the corner, and this time Russell fumbles the ball. Minot picks it up at the 35, and this man is off to the race for a touchdown. Down the far side of the field, Martell Pope, a linebacker, goes in for Minot down the far side of the field after a sack and a fumble, and Martell Pope has scored a touchdown for Minot State. And that will be about a 60-yard run after a Nick Russell fumble.
Yeah, again, we've kind of talked about this throughout the opening drive here. A lot of pressure by Minot getting up into Nick Russell, and on that one there, they just slapped that ball out of his hand.
So now the extra point for the Beavers. Nick Levenich in for the extra point. He is 14 out of 15 in extra points this season, and this one is good. And the Beavers take the lead 7-0 with 12:20 to play, first quarter. Well, it finally
caught up with them.
Caught up with us. Every day. Hear my that's a good tandem out there.
Combo is what you were going after.
That's exactly tandem or combo. I couldn't.
You went right in between them.
Oh. Marshall Davis picks up a short kick at the 18-yard line, comes across the 30 to about the 33. I believe Minot was offside, though, on the kick. We'll have to go back and check the flag. And that's exactly what happened. Minot was offside on the kick.
Yeah, decision time for Kratzer. I mean, this is, Tech would get, our School of Mines would get the ball roughly about the 33, 35-yard line, but.
And it looks like they're going to make Minot kick the ball again.
Yeah, and the reason you do that is those guys from Minot just ran a good sprint, 30, 40-yard sprint, so you're hopefully going to be a little bit tired, plus you're going to back them up 5 yards. And hopefully you can get something a little better than the 33-yard line.
So Nick Levenich will re-tee the football back at the Beaver 25. Minot leading. Martell Pope has been an outstanding defensive player for Minot. He returned that fumble 60 yards for the touchdown. And he is a senior out of Miami, Florida. He's been an all-conference player. He's a 5'10", 255-pound linebacker. And That ball just kind of laid there on the turf, and it looked like he might just try to pounce on it, but he picked it up and was able to run it down the far sideline for a Minot State touchdown. So certainly another tough 7 points given up by the Hard Rockers without their defense on the field. Very short kick. Upman takes it at the 33. Tommy Lunsman breaks to the outside. He's across the 40, the 45. He's up at midfield and down at the Beaver 45-yard line. So the Hard Rockers picked up about 22 extra yards by taking that offside penalty.
Yeah, good job by Tom Lunsman taking control of that one there. It was a short kick, and I was kind of surprised Jamie Dale and Marshall Davis were both still standing around that 15, 20-yard line where they were on the previous kick. And then you move them back 5 yards. They should move up a little bit, but Tom Lunsman took that one right out of the air and went off to the left side, made a nice return.
They rule him down at the 47 of Minot State. 1st and 10. Hard Rockers out of the shotgun. Snap to Russell. Here's the play fake. He rolls left, shoots it over the middle, incomplete for Beilstein. Rolling left, tried to throw across his body. Beilstein was covered at the 35-yard line, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, School of Mines trying to do something a little different here. They're trying to get Nick Russell, maybe move that pocket out, more of a rollout to the left side there, and buy him some more time because there's great pressure coming from those Minot State front four.
I think maybe on one pass play, Russell's had pretty good time to deliver the football. Otherwise, he's been under pressure. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Inside handoff to Dale. Breaks to the outside, 45-40, and breaks a tackle, 35-yard line. He's got a 1st down to the Minot State 34.
You know, great run there by Jamie Dale. Really the second run. The first one was that fumble between the handoff, but great run by Jamie Dale just straight off the left side there.
That's a gain to the 34. That's a 13-yard pickup for Jamie Dale. And it's 1st and 10 now for the Hard Rockers at the Minot State 34. 11:44 to play first quarter. 7-0 Minot State leading. Here's the snap to Russell. He's back. He shoots it deep down the middle, and it is incomplete at the 8-yard line. No, they called it a completion and then a fumble. Tyler Barth comes up with the reception.
Yeah, boy, that's a little bit questionable there. Maybe a little hometown call on that one. I don't know that he actually had possession of it, but they're going to say he did, so it's going to be inside the 10-yard line.
Once he was down, that is when the ball apparently came out. So it's a 1st down at the 8-yard line. Handoff to Barth inside, and he's down to about the 5, where he picked up 3 yards, and it's 2nd down and goal.
What was more impressive on that last throw was that Nick Russell had at least 3 seconds. There was no pressure at all by those front four from Minot State. The offensive line doing a good job, gave him time, and Nick Russell just laid one right over the linebacker and inside that little zone there to Tyler Barth.
So now Nick Russell has Barth in the backfield with him, offset to his right. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. 2nd and goal from the 5. Quick pass out to Dale, looking for a block, can't find one, and he is ridden out of bounds near the line of scrimmage over on the far side of the field.
Yeah, that's one of those there. Nick Russell probably wants to maybe do an audible or at least kind of think about that one. School of Mines was outnumbered 2-3 over there on that left side, so kind of an easy play.
The gain to the 4, it's 1 yard. 3rd and goal for the Hard Rockers. This is where they struggled last week at Jamestown. Their first 2 possessions, they had to settle for field goals. Hand off to Dale, up the middle, touchdown. Boy, that was simple. Hand it off to Jamie Dale up the middle. He goes in from 4 yards out.
Yeah, good job by that offensive line opening up a huge hole right up the middle. Jamie Dale, I don't think he even got touched till he was three yards deep into the end zone.
So just like that, the Hard Rockers come back to within a point here with 10:45 to play in the first quarter. And Andy Smith will be in for his extra point attempt for the Hard Rockers. Here's the snap, the placement. Andy's extra point attempt is up and good, and that ties the game at 7. As Andy Smith has kicked another extra point. And with 10:45 to play here in the first quarter, the Hard Rockers and the Beavers are now tied at 7-7, and pretty impressive drive by the Hard Rockers. They didn't have to go a great distance. They had a shorter field with the good kick return, but still, I thought a very good answer to Minot State's defensive score.
Yeah, big. There was quite a few adjustments there by that offense to help get Nick Russell some time on that one. And of course, Jamie Dale, they decided to commit to him a little bit. They ran the ball a couple times in there. Nice runs by Jamie Dale. So a good job by the offense coming back after that quick score by the Minot State defense.
Andy Smith now 15 for 15 in his extra points this season. The sophomore out of Pierre, who walked onto the team about 3 or 4 games last season as a freshman, and told Dan Kratzer, the head coach, he thought he could help the Hard Rocker team, and he certainly has with his kicking. And as we said, just a sophomore, and Andy tees the football up here at the 30-yard line. Johnny Lester, averaging 23 yards on kickoff returns, is back deep. And the kick coming down, and at the 14-yard line, across the 20 is Lester, 25-30, and out to the 33-yard line. And that was not Johnny Lester for Minot. That was Eric Henke. So a first down for the Beavers at their own 33. Their offense comes onto the field for the first time today, led by quarterback John Meyer. And here's the handoff, and the tailback comes off the right side, and that's Holland. That's Schatz, I believe, out to the 41-yard line. Yep, Tyson Schatz on the carry, and he picks up about 8 there, and it's second down and 2 yards to go.
Yeah, and the School of Mines defense is going to see more of a traditional offense here. John Meyer's going to typically come up under center and either do a full drop back or a handoff to his 2 running backs.
Tommy Lunsman made the stop on that last play, 2nd and 2. Here's the handoff again to Schatz, met at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, gets a yard, and it will be a 3rd and 1 for the Hard Rockers. Tyrell Anderson, one of the Hard Rockers, in there on the tackle, and so was Tim Lucchini. So that'll set up 3rd and 1 for the Hard Rockers from the 42-yard, or for the Beavers from their own 42. Up underneath center is Meyer, takes the handoff, gives it to Schatz, trying to run off the left side. He didn't get the first down.
Nope, he's going to be short by about half a yard.
Eric Yash and Tim Lucchini again making the stop for the Hard Rockers. And the Beavers are 4th down and about 2 feet for a first down, but the ball between their 42 and 43-yard lines. And in comes the punting unit for Minot State.
Yeah, great job by the School of Mines defense. They're coming up big on that 3rd and short, forcing this Minot State offense, pretty potent offense, into an early punt, 3 and out.
Nico Youngren, 37.6 per kick average on the season. The Minot State punter to kick to Tom Lunsman. And we have a whistle, and I think the play clock ran down. Delay of game penalty against Minot State moves the Beavers back 5 yards. So now it's 4th and almost 6. And Youngren now stands back inside his 25 to receive this snap. 8:55 to play first quarter. Game tied at 7. And now here we go with the Beaver punt. Here's the snap. Here comes the kick. It's a low kick, rolling down the field at the Hard Rocker 40, and it's going to roll dead at the Hard Rocker 34-yard line, and that's where the Hard Rockers will get it, 1st and 10. That was only a 29-yard punt for Nico Youngren, and I mean, he hit that and never got more than probably 10, 12 feet off the ground.
No, School of Mines is actually probably lucky it didn't hit the back or the helmet of one of the linemen or linebackers going back to block.
So first down for the Hard Rockers. They have the ball at their own 34-yard line. Here's the snap, and here's the handoff to Dale, met in the backfield, and down he goes.
Yeah, Dale he had a lot of room coming off to that right side. They just missed the one block. The defensive end on the left side looks like Tyler Barth just kind of missed him and did a little ole on that, and unfortunately he made the stop for a 1-yard loss.
2nd and 11 now for the Hard Rockers at their own 33-yard line, moving from left to right here in the first quarter. And Nick Russell's out of the shotgun, 2 men in the backfield with him. The deep ball down the left side is over the fingertips of Marshall Davis at the Minot State 40, who had 2 men on him. Marshall did down the far side of the field. A deep ball by Nick, and he threw it with some good arm strength.
Yeah, Nick, I think he makes that completion. If he throws a little more to the outside, looks like Marshall Davis started to cut that one in, maybe kind of gave up on the route, knowing that he was double covered, thinking that Russell wasn't going to try and squeeze it in there.
So it's 3rd and 11 for the Hard Rockers. 8:08 to play here in the first quarter. Nick Russell with an empty backfield takes the snap. Here comes the rush. Here's the screen pass left side, caught by Dale, looking for blocks. Across the 35, goes across the 40, and he's run out of bounds at around the 41-yard line. That's going to be short of a first down by about 3 yards. Minot State showed some good speed on defense that time with the pursuit after the screen was delivered to Dale. The gain is about 7 yards, maybe 8. It's 4th and about 2.5, and Colton Jeldon is in to punt for the Hard Rockers. He's averaging on the season about 38 yards a punt. Here's the snap. Here comes the rush. The kick is away high, but it's not too deep. Angles off to the right side. Gets a Hard Rocker bounce inside the 30-yard line, and it's going to be down at around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, not a real good punt. Looks like it might have just squibbed off to the right side of his foot there and got a little friendly bounce for the Hard Rockers inside the 30.
That's only about a 30-yard punt, and the Hard Rockers give the ball back to the Beavers now with 7:41 to play here in the first quarter. Beavers had the ball one time. Hard Rocker defense put a 3-and-out on them. The Minot touchdown scored on a defensive touchdown on a fumble return. So here's the quarterback. 1st and 10. John Meyer up over center. Here's the toss sweep. Around the right side comes Tyson Schatz across the 30 out to the 34-yard line before he is tackled over on the far side of the field. Eric Yesh gets up from the ground along with Josh Sherman on the stop. Gain of 6. Everett Brill also over there on the stop for the Hard Rockers, and it's 2nd and 4 for Minot State. 3 receivers coming off to the near side. Meyer takes the snap, short drop, throws a ball down the left side, broken up by Sherman at the 48-yard line. Yeah. It was intended for the Beavers wide receiver Johnny Lester.
Yeah, I think that one kind of surprised Johnny Lester. He came out of his break kind of doing a skinny seam, skinny post on that one, and he was actually open on that one, just wasn't looking for the ball, and it kind of hit him in the side of the shoulder pads or the head almost.
7:07 to play here, first quarter. Clock stopped. 3rd and 4 for Minot State from their own 34-yard line. Meyer sends 3 receivers off to the wide side of the formation, the left side. Here's the snap. Looking, throws it, and it is broken up and incomplete. 38-yard line. Intended receiver was Zach Rudolph.
Yeah, Everett Brill sitting right there. I don't even know that Meyer even saw Brill standing there, because Brill easily had an easy pick if he just went and got it. And unfortunately, he just kind of waited for the ball to come to him, and the receiver got in there to break it up.
So this Hard Rocker defense, 2 possessions for the Minot State offense and a total of 6 plays.
Yeah, really, Minot State on both first downs were big gainers to the right side, sweeps to the right, gaining 6 and 8 yards respectively.
Levenich kicks it off the side of his foot, a low-line drive kick, but it gets a great Minot State roll inside the Hard Rocker 30, inside the 25, and down at the Hard Rocker 23-yard line. So that turns out to be a 43-yard punt with no return. Again, it was not a great kick technique-wise, but he got a great roll, and that's all that counts. Ball at the Hard Rocker 23. 6:52 to play here in the first quarter. 7-7 our score. Hard Rocker offense with Nick Russell out of the shotgun. Gives it to Jamie Dale. Spins after a hit and comes out to about the 24. Trying to run off the right side, so a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Jamie Dale in the School of Mines trying to attack that right side again of Minot State there, and unfortunately just got a yard on that one.
2nd and 9. Tyler Barth in the backfield now with Russell. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Out of the shotgun, Nick takes the snap. Play fake to Barth. He's under pressure. He's trying to get away. He can't. He's sacked inside the 15-yard line. Boy, that Minot State rush, that came from 4 players, it looked like, a 4-man rush. And Russell sacked back at around the 15-yard line. And that sets up a third and very long, 3rd and 17.
Yeah, 93 for Minot State. Gino Maxey got in there to disrupt that play, and then, of course, they brought a little bit of pressure. Number 38, Blair Dinsdale, got in there as well.
Snap to Russell out of the shotgun, pass on the near side, incomplete. Tony Ostheimer had run the pattern in. The pass went to the outside. Again, Russell was feeling some heat, and it's 4th down, and the Hard Rockers are going to have to punt away from their own end zone, deep in their own territory, with 5:38 to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Minot State on this drive was able to get a lot of pressure up into the backfield, kind of like we saw in that first series by Minot State's defense when they caused the turnover.
Johnny Lester going back deep for Minot State. Colton Jeldon to punt. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. Very high. Good spiral. Back goes Lester to his 40-yard line. Takes off to the far side of the field, the right side, trying to turn the corner across the 45. Goes out to the 50 and down to the Hard Rocker 49-yard line. So that was an excellent kick by Jeldon that time. 44 yards on the punt. The return, though, is 12 yards for Lester, and Minot State takes over at the Hard Rocker 48-yard line. Great field position for the Beavers. The ball is on the far side hash, the wide side of the field, the left side of the formation. John Meyer up underneath center. 2 receivers left side. Here's the handoff coming off to Schatz. He stumbles forward for a yard down to the 47-yard line. Hard Rockers got some great penetration from Andrew Isom that time, a freshman. Joseph Burke made the tackle, but Isom kind of knifed his way through there to make the initial disruption.
Yeah, Joe Burke came around on the outside there and was able to kind of blow that one up along with the freshman.
2nd down 9 for the Beavers at the Hard Rocker 47. Meyer calling signals up underneath center. Takes the snap, play action pass, rolls out to his left, shoots it over the middle, caught by the tight end at the 40. He gives ground, comes back, and is tackled out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. And that time for Minot State, their big tight end, which is Kirk Mason. He's a redshirt freshman out of Saskatchewan, Canada, 6'2" and 210, and he made the reception.
Yeah, good catch, actually. It was a nice route. You could see it developing kind of slow. He was dragging on the play about 10 yards deep, and actually nice soft hands for the big guy. Made a good catch and a good run after he caught it.
Gain of 11. 1st down, Minot State at the Hard Rocker 36-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's Meyer. Throws a quick slant. Johnny Lester has it inside the 30, down to around the 28-yard line. And he's a couple of yards shy of a 1st down. Tyrell Anderson making the tackle for the Hard Rockers. It's 2nd and 2. 20 formation now for Meyer. Hands the ball to Schatz. Runs up the middle for a 1st down inside the 25 to the 20. The ball squirts loose. Let's see, though. I think they called it down, but Minot may have recovered anyway. Right at the 20-yard line. It will be Minot State ball, and that's a 1st down run for Schatz.
Yes, some pressure, unfortunately, around and they were.
Beavers send 3 receivers wide left again. Schatz in the backfield. Here's the snap. Meyer falls down as he was going back to pass, and he is down at the 25-yard line. So a break there for the Hard Rockers and a loss of 5.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't even get tangled up with his offensive lineman. Looks like he just kind of tripped on his own feet.
2nd and 15 for the Beavers in a 7-7 game here in the first quarter. Minot scored on a fumble return by Martell Pope of 60 yards. The Hard Rockers tied it on a 4-yard run by Jamie Dale. 2nd and 15 from the Hard Rocker 25. Here's the snap to Meyer. The handoff going to the running back who starts left, cuts back over the middle, and it was Nico Youngren on the carry. And Joe Burke makes the stop at the 23-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain, and Minot faces 3rd and 12.
Yeah, good job by the defense here, really blowing that play up. Everett Brill and Joe Burke got in there for the short gain.
Ball is spotted shy of the 23. 3rd down, about 13. Empty backfield for Meyer, And now Minot State having some confusion offensively, and they'll take a timeout. 2:27 to play. First quarter, we're tied 7-7 on KKLS. Man, it's colder up here than it is outside.
If we were on that side facing the sun, it might probably nice and warmer with those skyboxes.
Yeah, it is colder up here than it is in.
To who?
Brett Favre.
Oh. Oh, do we need, what time do we got to call Wharton to get him over here?
Oh, you want to call him now? Call him anytime you can, yeah. So he knows.
Pick it up and run. Pick it up and run. Come on, big boy.
The Hard Rockers are going to take the lead the way Minot State took the lead earlier in the game. John Meyer, the quarterback, was hit, fumbled the football, and who else but Joe Burke, who's been Mr. Big Play on that defensive line for the Hard Rockers, picked up the fumble. He went about 65 yards for that touchdown. And the Hard Rockers take the lead 13-7 here with 2:12 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, third and long. School of Mines decides to bring pressure. There was about four guys that all met right at the quarterback and knocked that ball loose, and Joe Burke was kind of in the right place at the right time, scooped it up, went about 60, 70 yards.
So here's Andy Smith for the conversion. Down to our right. Snap, placement. The kick is up by Andy Smith, and it is good. So Andy Smith gives the Hard Rockers a 14-7 lead. And you don't see this too often, Ryan. You see Minot State's Martel Polk go 60 yards or so with his fumble recovery. And then Joe Burke about 65 yards the opposite way for the Hard Rockers. And the Hard Rockers lead 14-7.
Yeah, boy, great boost to help out when that defense can help you score, especially when Minot State was having some success there. They had the short field, started at Tech's 48-yard line, but had gotten it all the way down to around the 20 before they had that loss. And then, of course, the fumble there. And Joe Burke returning the favor from the previous Martel Pope returning the fumble back. So they kind of offset each other, and School of Mines offense has put 7 points on the board.
The official host hotel of the Hard Rocker football team is the Howard Johnson Hotel. If you're coming in to see the Hard Rockers play this year, if you're a fan and alumnus, call the Howard Johnsons. They have special Hard Rocker rates. They have that great continental breakfast in the morning, a lot of warm items on that continental breakfast, and also, of course, great rooms. The Hotel Howard Johnson, the official host hotel for Hard Rocker Athletics. Andy Smith is going to kick off here from his 30 as the Hard Rockers now lead 14-7. Joe Burke has come up with so many big plays this year that he is having definitely an all-conference season for the Hard Rockers. Andy Smith's kick, very high, not too deep, and it's going to be Johnny Lester at his 12. He's up across the 20, hurdles the tackler and down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Joe Burke picking up right where he left off last week. In fact, last week's performance gave him the DAC Defensive Player Award, so he's going to make a run at trying to keep that award for a second straight week.
Tanner Ireland and Everett Brill were on the stop there on special teams to stop Lester at the Beaver 30-yard line. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Ryan, about Joe Burke. Yes, he's had an outstanding season for the Hard Rockers, and this is the halfway point of the season, Game 5. John Meyer has his team up to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 at the 30. Short drop, looks to the left flat, throws, there's a flag down, pass incomplete out in the left flat for Youngren, and we're going to have a holding penalty, I think, here against Minot State as the flag thrown by Jim Aberly in the offensive backfield will back the Beavers up 10 yards. It's going to move the ball back to the 20-yard line. And that'll make it 1st and 20 here with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. And the Hard Rockers leading by a score of 14-7. No, it's not a holding penalty. It's a personal foul. A slap to the head is a 15-yard penalty and brings the ball back to the Minot State 15-yard line. So it's 1st and 25 now for Minot State. John Meyer has a tailback. Behind him, 3 receivers out. Up underneath center. Near side man goes in motion. There's the snap. Here's the give. And nowhere to go for Youngren as he is tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Boy, the Hard Rockers allowed nothing there. 2nd and 25. Yesh was there. Brill was there. And again, it looked like Andrew Isom held his ground on that defense, or rather, this time it was Wyatt Stanger. Looked like did a good job. 2nd and 25 for Minot State from their 15. 1:12 to play, first quarter. Meyer up underneath center. Nobody in the backfield. Drops back to pass under pressure. Throws it out. Wide open left flat. The receiver crosses the 30, 35, and he's going to come all the way out to the 39-yard line. He was wide open in the left flat. That was Lance Hollinger, who just kind of drifted out there to receive the ball and take it out to the 40, and that's a gain of 25 yards, and it looks like they're going to spot it just shy of the first down.
Yeah, School of Mines just bringing their front 4 on that one there. John Meyer, his offensive line was able to pick up all the Hard Rockers, and he had just a ton of time back there, and it's hard for those D-backs to cover for a good 5 or 6 seconds.
So Meyer, and now a flag throw again, as Meyer wasn't watching the play clock, and the delay of game penalty against the Beavers is an illegal procedure penalty. I didn't think the play clock, I thought it had 7 seconds on it, which it did. It was an illegal procedure, a false start penalty against the Beavers, and this makes it 3rd and about 5.5.
Yeah, it looks like that right guard over there just kind of did a little flinch, and School of Mines was helping out Aberly and the crew, point that out for him.
So 3rd and 5.5. Here's a play fake by Meyer. He's back. He throws to the sidelines. Johnny Lester's got it for Minot, and that's a first down at the 47-yard line. Good catch by Lester. Brill on the coverage. That was Everett Brill for the Hard Rockers, but Lester went high to grab that ball at the 47-yard line on the far side of the field, and that's a gain of 13 and a Minot first down. So they pick up the first down after they had a 2nd and 25. Meyer with an offset I formation this time. 2 receivers off to the left side. Here's the snap and the give up the middle. Good hole through the secondary. Inside the Hard Rocker 45. Down to the 42 goes Youngren. And that's very close to a Minot first down. At the end of the first quarter, we're tied at, it's the Hard Rockers 14, the Beavers 7.
Dr. Wharton. Yeah, Ryan and Tom Rudebush over here. We'd like to have you at halftime if you're available for an interview. Sounds great. We'll see you then. All right, bye.
Minot with a first down at the Hard Rocker 42-yard line, and the handoff to Youngren. Sweep left side, trying to turn the corner, crosses the 40, and then is tackled at around the 39-yard line, where he picks up 3 or 4 on the play. Tyrell Anderson was over there again.
Yeah, School of Mines defense doing a great job. Just kind of a read run by Youngren over there on the left side. Kind of whenever you can find a hole to cut that up, go ahead and do it. And they kind of strung that out. And he ran, I bet he ran about 30, 40 yards just to gain those 3 yards.
2nd and 7, Beavers at the Hard Rocker 39. Myers up over center, 3 receivers to the right. Eye back behind him. Meyer has that open stance behind the center, takes it, tosses it to Youngren, coming right side, trying to turn the corner, and the Hard Rockers' Dana Mellige comes up, along with Everett Brill to make the stop for the School of Mines. Dana Mellige came up after Everett Brill chased the running back Youngren to the right side. There's a loss of 3, and it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, great job by the School of Mines defense here now, pushing these Minot State offense into 3rd and long.
We're just into the second quarter, 13:48 to play in the half. Hard Rockers leading 14-7 against Minot State, unbeaten in the DAC and tied for first place. Timeout Minot State, their second timeout here again as Minot has burned 2 timeouts now here in this first half. Up in Spearfish, after the first quarter of play, it is 6-6. Black Hill State and Dickinson. So you wonder if there's been some field goals or missed extra points, but it's a 6-6 game. Dickinson and Black Hill State after the first quarter of play up in Spearfish. Those 2 teams also unbeaten in the DAC conference. You were talking before the game, before we went on the air, Ryan. You know, the Hard Rockers still, with a victory today, could be right in this race.
Yeah, the School of Mines still kind of hold their own power on what they want to do here. You know, obviously the Black Hill State, Dickinson State, somebody's going to come out of there with a loss, and whoever wins that one is obviously going to have a leg up, being 4-0. But one of them will be 3-1, and if School of Mines can take care of business here, they'll be 3-1, and so will Minot. So there'll be kind of a log jam in second place. But the good news for the School of Mines is they play everybody that's in front of them in the standings yet this season.
Well, this is a big play again. It's early in the game, but when you have a team 3rd and 10 and they're at your 42-yard line, if you can stop them here and force a punt, get that ball back to the offense. 4 receivers set, empty backfield. Myers up underneath center. There's movement on the line of scrimmage. The right guard for Minot stepped out early. And that'll cost the Beavers 5 yards and move the ball back to the Hard Rocker 47 and make it 3rd and 15 for Minot State.
Yeah, Minot State kind of shooting themselves in the foot here. You know, if they would have gotten any positive yardage, say, 6 yards plus or even 4 yards maybe plus, it might be 4-down territory. But now that you're looking at 3rd and 15, might take that decision out of coach's hands.
So Myers going to send his running back Youngren out to the right side again. A 4 receiver set, empty backfield on 3rd and 15. Here's the snap, back to pass. Meyer has it, throws it over the middle, and it's caught. What a catch at the 28-yard line. Wow, what a tremendous catch for Lance Hollinger. And that's a gain of about 16 yards and a first down.
Yeah, and actually it's a great throw by John Meyer. He threw that one just right off the ear hole of Tyrell Anderson because he knew he had his back to him, and by the time he'd get turned around, he wouldn't be able to get his hands up and deflect that one down.
First down Minot, they put it down at the 28-yard line. I formation, here comes the draw play, and Youngren is going to run through a hole inside the 25 and then has stood up at the 22-yard line. So he picked up about 6 on that play, maybe 7. Tim Lucchini, Everett Brill on the stop for the Hard Rockers. And it's 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 23-yard line. Hard Rocker territory. Second quarter, Hard Rockers leading 14-7. Here's the snap, and here's the handoff, and it's going to be Youngren up the middle for a first down. He went off to his left and got down to around the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Tyrell Anderson had him bottled up right there at the line of scrimmage, but great run by Youngren there to break free and get positive yardage and get the first down.
Well, this drive has been a good one for Minot. They've overcome some of their own mistakes. penalty-wise, and they've kept the drive going, and they're at the Hard Rockers' 16-yard line. 12:25 to play in the half. Snap to Meyer. He looks right. He looks left. Scrambles left. He's got room to run, and he's going to dive across the 15 as Everett Brill wraps him up around the ankles and drops him at around the 14-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Everett Brill not giving up on the play there. It looked like John Meyer had lots of room over there on that left side, but Everett Brill was able to pull him down from behind.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Beavers. At the Hard Rocker 14, the ball is on the far side hash. They're moving left to right. And the wide side of the field, now the right side of the formation. On 2nd and 8 from the 14, the I-back is in. 2 receivers out. Handoff up the middle. Youngren off to the left side. He's at the 15. Josh Sherman tackles him around the shoulder pads and drops him inside the 10 at around the 9-yard line. So he gained 5 on that play, and that leaves the Beavers with about 3 yards to go on 3rd down from the Hard Rocker 9.
Yeah, the School of Mines defense has actually done pretty good on 3rd and short by holding them and making them punt. It's been the 3rd and long that they've actually kind of given up the big plays.
3rd and 3. Minot State from the Hard Rocker 9. Myers under center. He's got an I formation. Receiver left. 2 tight ends. Handoff up the middle. Youngren's got the first down. He's going to go towards the end zone. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball at around the 2-yard line. And let's see who's got the football. Minot State has retrieved the ball, and they keep possession, and they have a first down at the 2.
Boy, big! That would have been big for the School of Mines defense there. Looks like they had 3 or 4 guys kind of in that scrum trying to pull that ball, but somehow one of the offensive linemen from Minot State was able to get that one back and keep the drive alive.
And they mark it closer to the 1. The ball is just outside the 1-yard line. So Minot State knocking on the door here, trailing by 7. Meyer takes the ball himself to the goal line, and he is going to be in for the touchdown. John Meyer on a quarterback keep. He's 6'4", 220, and a very easy play for him with his size and strength. And now the Beavers are within a point of tying the game. It's 14-13. John Meyer on a 1-yard run, and you have to give Minot a lot of credit on that drive for overcoming their own penalties. Nick Levinich for the extra point, the snap, the placement, and that kick is up and good. 14-14 the score. Oh, man. It's a little nippy up here, Ryan.
Yeah, it is a little bit. It's like on the other side there, though. It's nice and warm where that sun's.
You'd be amazed how warm it is if you go outside.
Really?
Marshall Davis from the 16-yard line up across the 20, 25, 30, 35, and out to the 39. There is a flag down. So we'll check that out at the Hard Rocker 35, probably against the Hard Rockers on the return. It's going to be a holding call on the return against the School of Mines. The ball was returned out to the 39 by Marshall Davis, about 25 yards, but the hold occurred at the 35, so that's where the penalty will be marked off from, and the Hard Rockers are going to start from their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see if the Hard Rocker offense here can come out and get a few first downs. Last two series have been 3 and outs for them. After a good start, nice long drive on the touchdown, they've had 2 quick 3 and outs.
Nick Russell's out of the shotgun. He has Barth and Dale in the backfield. Dale upright to his right, Barth to his left. Nick takes the snap. Here's the delayed handoff to Jamie Dale. And trying to break to the outside. He's not going to get there, and he is creamed and dropped back at around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Minot State doing a good job kind of sucking up on that one. Jamie Dale tried to start it right up the middle on that little delayed draw to the right, and it wasn't anything doing there, so he tried to bounce it out to the wide right side, and still unable to lose. Looks like he lost about 1 yard.
2nd and 11. The ball just up over the Hard Rocker 24. Russell out of the shotgun again. Barth in the backfield. Nick shoots to his right. Oh, and nobody was looking for the ball that time. He made a good look to his left, and Andy Rogers was running up the seam on the right side, and he was open had he been looking for the football.
Yeah, Andy Rogers got to get his head around on that one. Nick Russell made the right call on that. They were in a cover 2, but with the press corner, so the corners kind of tried to do a little bump. And if Andy Rogers turns around about 5 yards deep, he runs still for a long gain on that one.
3rd and 11, though, for the Hard Rockers at their 24. Minot looks like they were offside. Pass over the middle to Barth. Another flag is down. And Barth is going to be tackled up at around the 30-yard line for a gain of 6, leaving the Hard Rockers about 5 yards short of a first down. But there are 2 flags down, one on the far side of the field, one on the near side of the field, and it's going to be offside Minot State. So the Hard Rockers are going to get the 5 yards via the penalty and still have a shot to pick up a first down. Ball marked just shy of the 30-yard line. So it's 3rd and about 5.5 now for the Hard Rockers. 9:48 to play here in the first half from Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium. The Hard Rockers and Minot State tied at 14. Russell out of the shotgun, 3 receivers left. Here's the snap to Nick. He's got good time. He throws for Dale. The ball tipped and incomplete at the 50-yard line. The ball was tipped. As getting over there to tip that was Tommy Weidler, an outside linebacker, a sophomore out of Velva, North Dakota, to break that play up and force a Hard Rocker punt.
Yeah, Nick Russell had 2 receivers over there in the area. Jason Beilstein and both Jamie Dale were kind of running around similar routes, about 10 yards apart from each other, and kind of threw it right in between them.
Jeldon in the kick. Johnny Lester back inside his 40. Snap is high. Here comes the rush, and Jeldon just gets it away. And a fair catch taken by Johnny Lester at the Minot State 45-yard line. 9:30 to play in the first half. An excellent field position for the Beavers, as they'll have it at their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that last drive by Minot State's more of what we thought they'd come out and do, kind of a long grind them out, a little bit of pass, mostly some runs, and just kind of grind some time off that clock, unlike that first quarter, Tom. That a lot of scoring, but not much from the offense.
That was only a 25-yard punt for Jeldon, who is taking, I think, just a little hair too long, maybe in getting that ball away. Here's a roll right by Meyer. Deep ball down the right sidelines is caught at the Hard Rocker 35-yard line by the receiver, Zach Rudolph. And he's hit out of bounds by Dana Melich, but that's a big gain on first down, and it goes down to the Hard Rocker 34-yard line. 21-yard pickup.
Yes, Minot State, they're just kind of rolling that pocket out to the right side, and really no pressure from the School of Mines defense, and had a lot of time. And Rudolph just kind of snuck in back behind the first set of linebackers in front of the safety there.
So here is the I formation. Myers up underneath center. 3 receivers off to the left. Here's the handoff. And trying to go through a hole off the right side is Youngren. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Goes forward for a yard. But Tyrell Anderson was there. Eric Yesh was there. Tim Lucchini was there. And it's a gain of nothing. They mark it right down at the 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. 14-14. Each team has scored an offensive touchdown. Each team has scored a defensive touchdown. Minot State, 4-1 overall, 3-0 in the DAC. I formation on 2nd down. Meyer on back to pass, looking left flat, throws it to a wide open Johnny Lester at the Hard Rocker 25, and he's tackled down at the Hard Rocker 20, but that's a 15-yard pickup and another first down.
Yeah, John Meyer looked like he was going to kind of just swing that one out to the left flat there for his running back, doing a little wheel route. At the last second, pulled it back in and saw the receiver breaking open downfield for a nice gain.
So the ball at the Hard Rocker 20. Minot State now threatening to take the lead. Beavers up to the line of scrimmage. Two receivers right, one to the left. Youngren in the backfield. Meyer with a long snap count. Takes the ball. Toss sweep right side. And here comes Youngren across the 20. And down to around the 15-yard line, running off the right side on a toss. Eric Yesh was there. Tim Lucchini. And also Bruce Struckman making the stop for the School of Mines. But this Beaver offense now is taking advantage of good field position on this drive. It started at their own 45 and is now at the 15-yard line of the Hard Rockers. 7:38 to play first half. Hard Rocker defense looking for a turnover. They've had one on the fumble return by Joe Burke. Meyer, short drop, now looks right, pumps once, now throws short, and broken up at the 14-yard line by Eric Yesh against Lance Hollinger. And that sets up a third down.
Yeah, good play there by Eric Yesh, getting his hand in there, knocking that one loose.
3rd and 5, Minot State at the Hard Rocker 15. As they attack the goal line to our right. Lots of sunshine. Those on the B2 network must look like it's 60 degrees here. Believe me, it isn't. Temperature, if we're lucky, is at 30. Here's a 3rd and 5. Meyer back to pass, looking in the end zone. Now has a wide open receiver in the left flat and misses Youngren at the 16-yard line. What a huge break there for the Hard Rockers.
Yeah, School of Mines is starting to bring a little pressure there, bringing 4 guys instead of the traditional 3-down linemen. And, the Minot State offensive line was able to pick it up. John Meyer had plenty of time, nothing open downfield. Just tried to hit his running back, kind of doing a little wheel route on the left side there, and just kind of threw it, led him just a little too much.
Nick Levinich will try a 32-yard field goal for Minot State. He's 5 of 10 this season with his longest 43 yards. 32-yard attempt is up, and it is no good. It is wide to the left side. So the Hard Rockers get a break as Levinich misses from 32 yards out with 7:16 to play here in the first half. And we stay tied at 14.
Yeah, it looked like a good snap, good down. He got a good kick on it, just pulled it left. Had plenty of distance.
So he is now 5 for 11 on the season with his longest 43. And again, that one was 32. Russell with an empty backfield. Tight end Beilstein left side, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Snap to Nick, throws it off to the right side, throws it high. Tony Ostheimer comes up with it though, and is tackled at around the 25-yard line on the far side of the field. So that's a 5-yard pickup, and the Hard Rockers come right to the line of scrimmage with their no-huddle offense. Give them 4 out to the 24, 2nd and 6. 2 men in the backfield with Russell. Snap to Nick out of the shotgun, left flat to Barth. He breaks the first tackle, trying to break a 2nd and 3rd, but can't, and he's down at around the 26. Good pursuit by that defense by Minot State. Tyson Snelling, one of the players coming up to make the stop for Minot, and the other player was Blair Dinsdale, a linebacker. He's also out of Canada. 3rd and 4. Pass comes over the middle. Dale's got it for the first down. Comes to the near sideline, ridden out of bounds, 35-yard line. That's an 8-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, good job by the School of Mines offensive line there, picking up the Minot State blitz. Gave Nick just enough time for Jamie Dale to get down there, get the first down, and make good completion.
Hard Rockers running a quick tempo offense here. First down at their own 35-yard line. Snap to Russell. Here comes the blitz. He's going to be pressured, and he is sacked. Down he goes at the 24-yard line. So that's a huge loss from the 35 back to around the 24, 2nd and 21 after a loss of 11.
Yeah, a little frustrating there. Minot State only bringing the front 4, and they were getting pressure right up the middle. There was actually 2 Minot State defenders with pressure right up the middle, and Nick Russell just didn't read it quick enough and get that, wasn't able to roll out to the right side there.
Dustin Rougeau is in for Jamie Dale. Hard Rockers overload the wide side of the formation with 3 receivers. Barth in the backfield. Here's the snap, flag down before the snap, and looks like the Hard Rockers may have moved.
Yeah, it looked like Mark Olson moved on that left side.
So that's going to be a 5-yard mark off and move the ball back to the 19-yard line, and this is getting to be an unmanageable situation now. It's 2nd down and 26.
Yeah, here Nick Russell didn't have to worry about the first down marker. Just try and get some positive yards, maybe get about half of it back, see if they can just knock off a big chunk of it. They don't need the full amount.
Ball at the Hard Rocker 19. Russell out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. You're going to try a screen. Barth has it. Comes to the outside 20. 25. Comes up across the 30. Good screen pass. Nets some yardage out to around the 32-yard line. 13 yards on that play.
Yeah, good job there by the School of Mines coaching staff calling a nice little screen there, trying to slow that Minot State defensive line rush down a little bit. And ended up being a nice play. Get a good gain out of it. Knocked off about half of it. Now you got at least a manageable 3rd and 13, 3rd and a long, maybe 14.
Well, I think you hit the nail right on the head there, Ryan. They picked up half of what they needed, and they do have a chance on 3rd and 13 from their own 32 with 4:49 to play in the first half. Score tied at 14. Russell out of the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls right. He's under pressure. He's going to be hit as he throws, and it's to the far sideline, and it's incomplete at the 42. Nick got hit right as he threw that ball. Over on the far side of the field, may have been Andy Rogers in the vicinity over there. Jamie Dale was over there also. And it's 4th down, and the Hard Rockers will kick the ball away.
Yeah, it looked like Andy Rogers had broke free on that right side, just running a deep out route. And like you said, Tom, Nick Russell got hit as he was releasing that, and it just failed on him.
Colton Jeldon to punt. He's had one real good kick today of 44 yards, a nice spiral. Johnny Lester's back. Here's the kick by Jeldon. Oh, this is a shank. It goes forward to the 50, to the 45-yard line in Minot territory, and Jeldon just missed that one, and it's going to be a very short punt. 23 yards on the punt with no return. And the Beavers have it with great field position, their own 45-yard line, and 4:25 to play in the first half, and we're tied at 14.
Yeah, Minot State now, 2nd time in a row here, kind of getting a short field to work with. Last time they started at their own 46, this one here from their own 45.
John Meyer up underneath center, takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to his left, throws it down the left sideline. Lester's got it right along the sideline at the Hard Rocker 28-yard line. Sherman on the hit for the Hard Rockers.
Eric Yates was out there covering on that one, and receiver just kind of outran him on a little go route. Meyer, instead of putting air on it, he just kind of zipped that thing right in there, and it was a big gain.
Right on target for 27 yards and a Minot State first down at the Hard Rocker 28. I formation, 2 receivers to the right side. Here's the snap. Here's the give. Oh, and a great play coming through there by the Hard Rockers, Everett Brill, to nail the running back Youngren back at the 34-yard line. They were trying to sweep to the right side. And that's going to lose 6 and make it 2nd and 16. What a play by Brill.
Yeah, good job there by the School of Mines defense, kind of running a little run blitz there on their left side or the right side of Minot State for a big loss.
2nd and 16 for the Beavers at the Hard Rocker 34. Here's a pass over in the left side. It's caught across the 30 and down to the 25-yard line is the receiver for Minot State, Zach Rudolph. And that picks up about 8 or 9 on the play. And Donovan Brill making the stop at the Hard Rocker 25. And that leaves the Beavers 7 yards shy of a first down. Gain of 9 on that pass play. 3rd and 7 at the Hard Rocker 25. Meyer up underneath center. Youngren's the tailback, 3 receivers out, short drop, look right, throws, caught, Johnny Lester inside the 15. And Lester's down to the 11, looked like a slant coming in from the near side. And the ball spotted down at the 12, and that's the first down. Boy, Lester's got glue all over his hands. You hit him with a ball, he's going to catch it.
Yeah, and John Meyer's doing a great job delivering the ball right in stride, hitting him right in between the numbers as well.
First down, Beavers at the Hard Rocker 12. Does this Hard Rocker defense have a turnover in it? Here's a handoff up the middle. Youngren, huge hole, rides inside the 5 down to around the 3.
Yeah, a huge hole right up the middle for Youngren there. School of Mines got caught in a little stunt there by both their linemen, kind of stunting out to the outside there, and there was just a huge hole right up the center for Youngren.
They say he was down right around the 4-yard line, so they're a couple of yards shy of a first down. It's second down, Minot State from the Hard Rocker 4. 2:24 left in the half. Here's the snap, the handoff, and here comes the tackle back at the 5. Youngren couldn't get away. Hard Rocker tackler was David Junkie, junior out of Minnesota, Hawley, Minnesota. Junkie making the stop outside the 5-yard line, and now they have 3.5 yards to go for a first down. 1:55 left in the half. Here's Meyer taking the snap, rolls out to his right. He's looking. He's going to throw into the end zone. Touchdown at the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Minot State. Looked like Lance Hollinger.
Yeah, Lance Hollinger just kind of got back on that end line and kind of just disappeared there as the rollout, as John Meyer rolled out to his right, kind of sucked up the linebackers for the School of Mines, and he just kind of hit out in the back of the end zone until John Meyer got out there to the right side and threw it right at him.
55-yard drive for the Beavers results in the touchdown. The extra point by Lebanich is good. And now it's Minot State coming back, and they've taken a 21-14 lead over the Hard Rockers here at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium with 1:43 left in the half. And he bought himself a lot of time on that pass play as he finally found Hollinger at the back of the end zone when it looked like the Hard Rockers were moving in on him. Corporate sponsors, we're proud to have Knology join us this year as one of our corporate sponsors. Proud sponsors of the Hard Rockers. Sign up today for the Edge Internet, digital cable, Showtime free for 12 months, HD, DVR, and Smart Choice phone. That's just $99 a month for 2 years. Call Knology today at 721-2006. And welcome aboard Knology, the good people there helping our Hard Rock Club scholarship program. Beavers 21, Hard Rockers 14. Very short kick again. Coming up and taking the ball is Marshall Davis at the 19. He's across the 30, runs it down across the 35 and out to the 39-yard line. 21 yards on the return. The one thing the Hard Rockers are getting off Minot State's kickoffs is great field position.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting a nice return in there. Unfortunately, on that last one, there was a holding call that brought back a great return by Marshall Davis. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Kratzer does here. About a minute 38 left.
Well, the Hard Rockers have good field position to work that offense here as the snap comes to Russell. Shoots it off to his right, knocked down by a linebacker at around the 40-yard line, and that was Brendan Wilder again. Knocking that play down. 2nd and 10.
Nick Russell, lucky that one there didn't get picked.
21-14, Minot State leading, 1:34 left in the half. 3 timeouts for the Hard Rockers, 1 left for the Beavers. And Russell working out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. It's back to pass, over the middle, and Marshall Davis has caught it. And Davis is inside the 50 at the Minot State 47. That was a fine catch by Marshall Davis in traffic.
Yeah, great catch by Marshall Davis there. He went up and got that one in traffic. There was 2 defenders just kind of all over him, and Nick Russell squeezed that one in there, and a great catch by Marshall Davis.
Gain of 14 yards. Hard Rocker first down at the Beaver 47. 1:27 left in the half. Russell's out of the shotgun again. Here's the snap. Play fake to Dale. Rolls left. He's going to be hit, but he throws it deep down the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. He caught it. Tony Ostheimer caught that ball at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, right in between the 2 defenders for Minot State. They're both looking at the ref like there's no way he caught that, but Tony did come down with it. It was a little underthrown, which is probably a good thing in that case because he was well covered.
Tony Ostheimer comes up with a huge catch at the 4. That's a gain of 43. And a 1st and goal for the Hard Rockers. 1:18 left in the half. Give the handoff Nick Russell to Jamie Dale. Runs it up the middle. Touchdown!
Good play by their School of Mines. Jamie Dale just kind of running that one right up the middle. He didn't get hit until he hit the end zone.
30 seconds, Ryan. 30 seconds is what it took the Hard Rockers to respond and go 61 yards for the touchdown, and they're within a Andy Smith conversion of tying the game. 21-20, Minot.
Yeah, probably the only drawback to that is they might have scored a little too early.
So Smith will try the extra point. Here's the snap, the placement. Andy's kick is up and good. So we are tied. 21-21. 1:13 left here in the first half. Recall, though, that Minot did have to use 2 of their timeouts, so they only have 1 timeout once they get the ball if they decide to try to do something, depending on their field position.
Yeah, you're right there, Tom. It's all going to depend on what kind of return they can get. If they can get something good, you could see these guys trying to move the ball down. The other drawback they have with only having 1 timeout left, the other drawback is their field goal kicker is not that good, and so that might help the School of Mines on the defense side.
So we're tied at 21 as the Hard Rocker offense moves quickly down the field. And what a catch by Tony Ostheimer. He's having just a fantastic season. Tony, I think, has 2 catches now here in the first half. He's got 31 on the year. He had 10 catches last year for 140 yards or something with a terrible case of the flu. Andy Smith will kick off. That flu has been running through the team. Here's the kick. It's a line drive kick backing down to the 15-yard line for Minot State. Here comes the return and out to around the 31 in good coverage by the Hard Rocker special teams. Marshall Davis was down there in special teams also with Donovan Brill and also the Hard Rockers' Gregory Blankenship on the tackle. So Minot has it at the 31. Let's see how tricky they try to get here with 1:08 left in the half. They have 1 timeout left. We're tied at 21.
Yeah, I would expect Minot State to come out, maybe take a shot here on first, maybe even first and second, and then see if they can get something rolling.
Here's the snap. Meyer's going to throw it off to the left side. It's caught. 35, and the receiver gets out to the 40-yard line. He's about a yard shy of a first down. So Minot's not wasting any time as Zach Rudolph made the catch there. 2nd and 1 for the Beavers at the 40 with 49 seconds left in the half. Here's the snap. Here comes the pass rush. Here's the toss over the middle. Caught. Hard Rocker 46-yard line. This time it was Hollinger again.
Yeah, Lance Hollinger just running a 10-yard in on that one. John Myers got a little sidearm throw out there and just hit him right square in the numbers.
The ball at the 46-yard line, Hard Rocker territory. Back to pass Meyer. Throws it left flat. It's caught, and it's going to be the running back Lundgren coming down the sideline, far side of the field, knocked out of bounds at around the 37-yard line.
Yeah, most importantly, Youngren was able to get out of bounds, stop the clock at just over 32 seconds.
They have 1 timeout left. Boy, these offenses for both teams using that hurry-up offense and fatiguing the defenses. Here's the snap. Meyer back. He's under pressure. He's going to get away. Throws it down the right side. Oh, it was broken up. It could have been intercepted at the 14-yard line, but it was Yerrick Yesh getting his hands on it. He had a chance for the interception.
Yeah, and that's twice now that Yerrick Yesh has been lined up on the split-out wide receiver, Johnny Lester, and I don't know how that's working. Obviously, that first time they completed the pass, and it was a big game, but there, Yerrick Yesh had that one really go off his shoulder. He probably should have picked that one.
3rd and 1 for the Beavers now at the Hard Rocker 37. 25.4 seconds left in the half. Here's the snap. Here's the toss. And here comes Youngren to the 35, and he's got a first down. So they'll stop the clock to reset the chains. And that's a Minot first down at the 35. Minot will probably spike the ball here. He's back to pass. No, Meyer's going to throw it out to his right. That could be a lateral. No, they rule it incomplete.
Yeah, real close to a lateral there, but you could see John Myers just over on this side of the 40, and basically the ball landed right on the 40-yard line.
11.6 seconds left in the half. Ball at the Hard Rocker 35-yard line. The longest field goal, as we mentioned earlier, this year for Nick Levenich of Minot State is 43 yards. You're looking at about a 52-yarder right now. Here is Meyer on second down. Short drop, scrambles off to his left, now throws it over the middle. Intercepted by Tyrell Anderson. Anderson coming across the 25, across the 30, and he's down at the 32-yard line as the first half comes to an end. Tyrell Anderson coming up with the interception for the Hard Rocker defense to stop Minot State. And that brings us to halftime in what has been a wildly entertaining first half. It's the Hard Rockers 21 and Minot State 21.
Yeah, John Meyer on that last play was trying to do something he did earlier in the game, and that was throw that right off Tyrell Anderson's ear, right off his helmet, right off his ear hole there, and hoping that he wasn't going to turn around. But unfortunately for him, Tyrell Anderson was able to turn around and grab an easy pick.
So we have a 21-21 halftime score. We'll return, look at the statistics, the scoring, and look at from some other scores that we have, and more coming your way. This is Hard Rocker football on KKLS. Our halftime score, 21-21.